Hello, welcome, nobody. Fitness journal, day 5, actually day 7. I'm not gonna keep that going for very long. We'll call it day 5. So, entry number 5. See, tonight I did some bench press. That's pretty much it. Very limited space, very limited time. Working a lot of extra hours at work. Kind of short-handed, so doing my best to help keep things moving forward, keep us from getting behind. A lot of people are off sick or on vacation or other things, so that's fine. Just a little extra effort there. Extra demands at home with, the kids doing homeschool and stuff like that. That's fine. It's just, there's not a lot of free time. So, just focusing on bench press tonight. Hopefully, the next couple of days I'll be able to free up some more room in here, do some more stuff. But if not, that's okay too. I just do what I can, as long as I'm making the conscious effort to move forward. That's the biggest thing. So last night we ordered out. I had a gluten-free pizza. That was fine. See, I had a friend asking about my diet plan, so I'm trying to get into essentially what is a plant-based diet. So lots more plant-based proteins. Like I have meat alternatives. Like I talked a lot about Nutcase Vegan. So they do like gluten-free vegan sausage and gluten-free vegan meat patties and stuff like that. And it's all basically just like nuts and soy and stuff like that, mushrooms. But I'm incorporating a lot more mushrooms, onions, carrots, other vegetables. So I try to incorporate that more in lieu of meats or other things. I am still addicted to cheese. It's not something I'm proud of. It's not something that makes me happy, but it's something that I have since childhood done as like a coping mechanism. So I eat a lot of cheese. It's a comfort food for me. And it's addictive and it makes me feel good in the short term. So that's something I struggle with. So I have to cut that out. I have to cut the cheese out, just like cold turkey. Because every time I've succeeded in not eating it, not overeating it, not overindulging in it, I've just cut it out cold turkey. So that's something I've got to do. But the goal is primarily plant-based foods like, fresh vegetables, fresh fruits, rice, things like that. I have no ethical arguments against eating fish or eggs as long as I know where they come from. So I still plan on eating those because really it's a combination of my health goals and my personal ethics, and so I want to cut out as many animal products as I can. But that's a struggle for me for various reasons. I'm trying to do better, and sometimes I can't. So I'm honest about it. I do the best I can. I'm trying to get past that. Um, so and I'm pre-diabetic, so I can't have too many carbohydrates. So I have to focus on no processed sugars, no simple sugars, lots of fiber, lots of protein, stuff like that. Um, on top of that, I'm doing like the what's called cool sculpting. I do it yourself or do it at home method. The way they normally do it is there's like this compression machine that's got like a temperature controlled chilling unit. It's got a pad that transmits the cold temperature into your fat cells or whatever. There's like a vacuum, like keeps it. It's got like a climate control on it or something, so it like keeps it at this constant temperature, and it's supposed to get the tissue to reach a certain threshold and then maintain it for a set amount of time. But the science behind it's actually really simple. The science it initially started because they noticed that these kids that ate popsicles a lot would develop dimples. because the mechanical action of sucking on the popsicles, where the cheeks would draw in, it would kill the fat cells, and they would develop these weird little dimples. And so having fat cells at a certain threshold of low temperature for a set amount of time, it causes what's called cellular apoptosis, or cell death. And as far as fat cells go, when your body is gaining weight, the fat cells you already have, they absorb energy, and they absorb water, and they expand, they get bigger. So the fat cells that you already have will expand and contract based on your water retention, water consumption, water usage, your energy expenditure, lots of different factors. But essentially, the fat cells you already have will expand and contract, and that will contribute to weight gain, weight loss on a purely physical level. I'm not talking about calorie restriction, calorie expenditure. I'm not talking about like calories in versus calories out, fat burn, nothing like that. This is just a storage process I'm talking about on a very technical, basic level. The fat cells will, as they store energy, expand. As they release energy, release water, they will contract. So the idea behind cool sculpting, as they call it, is if you lower the temperature of the fat cells, it damages the cells. They become inefficient. They become unusable. So they die. And the body recycles them, flushes them out. The idea is, if over a long enough period of time, you just kill enough of these cells, then they're just gone forever. Your body doesn't just replace them if it doesn't need to. Your body doesn't like to waste energy. You store energy in fat and in glucose and glycogen because it can use it later, right? But your body doesn't like to waste energy. So if you're a big, beefy bodybuilder, you quit lifting weights, you quit resistance training, quit exercising, all those muscles burn a lot of energy to maintain. So if you don't need them, it's going to recycle them to make better use of that energy. Same thing with fat. If you're starving, right, and you have all this excess fat, well, your body doesn't need to maintain that fat. It can use it for better stuff, like keeping you alive. So you lose fat. Well, any damaged cells, any broken cells, any dead cells, right, your body flushes them out. You don't need to maintain them. And that's the whole thing. Is you're just doing damage. It's not like a super healthy thing. Like, I'm not pretending like it's super healthy. The long-term goal is healthy in my case, and maybe in other people's cases. And part of it's vanity, part of it's me wanting to see some abs, but like, I understand that I'm doing damage to cells inside my body, but the long-term goal is more important to me, right? Like, I've gotten a little bit of frostbite here and there occasionally because I've either used something that was too cold without without the necessary barrier in between my skin and the cold thing, and that's made it to where it cooled down too quickly and it caused damage. But it's all damage. Everything, like, so many things are damaged. Lots of forms of exercise, they're damage. And the way I'm viewing it is, it's a little bit of damage in the short term for a healthier outcome in the long term. And I don't recommend anyone does anything that I do. I'm happy to talk about it. I do a lot of research on it. I promise I have a much better understanding in terms of the science behind the things that I do and the things that I talk about than I sound like right now. I do extensive research. I actually read studies. I don't read articles. I don't read magazines. I read studies. I read meta-analyses. One of my go-to websites is, the NWHBI or any whatever, the where they gather all the meta-analyses and papers and scientific studies and all that stuff. The NHBCI, I'm very tired. NCH. I mean, you can tell, obviously, I'm an expert. I know what I'm talking about because I can remember all the acronyms and the, the letters that go with the science words. I'm very smart. Guaranteed. So now that you are fully confident in my understanding of the human body and anatomy and physiology and nutrition, I do appreciate you checking in. And hopefully now you are put at better ease that I know what I'm talking about. Because now I'm starting to second guess everything and I feel like I'm an idiot. But whatever. Hey, the goal is I'm going to eat less animal products, less animals, eat more vegetables and fruits. I'm going to get my body fat and my blood sugar under control long term. I'm going to get bigger, stronger, faster, like the $1 Million Man. Except I'll look like a dirty homeless pirate that's half gorilla. Anyways, that's enough rambling for today. So, thanks for checking in. I can talk more extensively about anything, and I can try to prove that I know what I'm talking about. Although, these short form, spur of the moment things, I don't really put my thoughts together before I do this. I just do it and record it and then post it. So I apologize if it sounds stupid, which I generally do anyways. But anyways, I appreciate you checking in, and we'll keep moving in the right direction. So you guys take care of yourselves out there, keep each other safe, and have a good night. I love you. Bye.